I don't need to introduce this game and ask if it's any good, because this game is infamous for being one of the shittest games ever made. But I'd like to see it for myself and exactly what the problem is. Lex Luthor is a massive twat who's trapped Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane and Professor Hamilton in a virtual reality metropolis, and Superman needs to complete challenges to save them. You're first introduced to the ever so popular ring race, where you need to fly through a shitload of rings and reach the goal before the time runs out. Flying is like any game with flight controls, where up is down and down is to go up, which is my preferred control setting, except he doesn't control that well. I could get a few rings to begin with, but there was the odd one that I'd just miss, and trying to navigate back to the ring you'd missed is a huge challenge, so it's easier to restart the level if you've missed one. Of course I couldn't get past this level because I'd either miss a ring or the timer would run out, so I set it to easy, and this takes away the rings, and you just have to find your way to the marker, which you use the compass to find where it is. The second challenge was to stop a prick on a skateboard getting run over by a car. It barely gives you any time, but all you need to do is get the car and throw it out the way, thus saving the skateboarder's life. It doesn't matter about the people in the car that you've just thrown halfway across the city. Then you have to save a police car that is being attacked. You're meant to pick it up and carry it to safety, but when I tried, the thick twat just stood there whilst the car got blown to pieces. Superman would not move at all, and every attempt resulted in the car being blown up. And that's where I gave up. Is this game any good? Well, obviously not. This is probably in my top 5 worst games ever made, and there's plenty of shit games out there. The controls weren't so bad to begin with, but when you need to react quickly, the game doesn't. I found that Superman was getting stuck and completely unresponsive to inputs. The camera is fixed, so for example, if you miss a ring and you need to turn back, it will always be in your blind spot, so you have to fly away in a big circle and come back. The graphics are just shocking for the system. If this was shown as a tech demo for the N64, then the console would never have been produced. The scenery is ugly and lacks any kind of colour spectrum. It cheats like most 3D games did at the time by using mist to disguise the shitty pop-up scenery. This game is an absolute stinking pile of shit. I'd give it 4%. Clark Kent? Clark Cunt more like.